Britain has accused Brussels of breaking its Brexit promises after tensions flared ahead of crunch talks on Tuesday. Negotiations face collapse unless the EU makes compromises over fishing and red tape, it was warned. Sources close to the talks hit back after Eurocrat Michel Barnier claimed the UK is not sticking to its side of the deal. The negotiator claimed the UK has taken 2 steps back, 3 steps back from its original negotiating commitments. And he trashed the country's vote to quit the bloc, saying it was a lose-lose for both sides. But a source close to the negotiations said Brussels was continuing push for an overarching deal on future relations that includes an agreement on fishing rights, despite signing up to negotiating terms that clearly set out that a separate agreement on fish should be in force in July. They clearly need to reconsider their position to avoid backsliding on the agreement made last autumn, and stop making demands incompatible with our future status as an independent coastal state, the source said. The latest round of talks will set the scene for a crucial video conference between Prime Minister Boris Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen next month to take stock of progress made so far. Relations between the UK and EU have become increasingly strained during the talks, particularly over fishing rights and so-called level playing field demands that would keep Britain tied to Brussels rules. Mr Johnson is said to be ready to walk away from negotiations in September if the EU continues to drag its feet. Britain has until July 1 to decide whether to extend the transition period, which keeps existing rules in place until the end of the year. The EU has repeatedly offered to extend the talks, but UK negotiator David Frost insists the deadline will not be shifted because the country needs political and economic freedom and does not want to pay significant amounts into EU coffers. It is believed that talks would be unlikely to be resumed in the same form once the transition period has ended.